Good morning, gang. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world when you are watching this. Welcome back to this week's Bitcoin update. First and foremost, remember, nothing discussed is financial advice, it's for educational purposes only, and it's my view of the markets. All right? And now we've got that out of the way. Let's dive in. Let's talk about what's been happening on the old Bitcoin chart, and then we'll talk about what I'm looking for next, okay? So first and foremost, obviously, following on from last week, this is what I was talking about in last week's video. If you watched it, great. Hopefully you were a little bit more cautious in what happened. If you didn't watch it, then consider subscribing. Do me a favor while you're at that, go down below and hit that like button. Right, so obviously what we were looking at last week is obviously the volume profile, the same volume profile we have been looking on this macro range for 6 or 7 months now. Okay, just following it up as it changes, it adapts, and we just move it along. Okay. Now, what we were talking about was this descending channel, okay? Now, obviously, every man and his dog is looking at this descending channel, including me, but I'm looking at it from an Elliott Wave perspective, as opposed to the masses out there that are looking at it as a bull flag, okay? So what naturally happens with these pattern traders is they're looking for a breakout. As soon as it breaks this line, exactly what you saw all over Twitter and exactly all over YouTube, you get your moon boys and your laps, the non-traders of the world, okay? All telling you to market long this. Okay, it's a breakout and then coming up with some crazy targets. Okay, and obviously we all know what happened since then. So if we just remove that now, we'll put that same channel back on. If I can snap it into place, thank you. And there, thank you, and here. Okay, so obviously this is the same technical channel. Now in terms of volume profile, let's just throw one of those on so you guys can see. There. Now, I bang on about this all the time, and I apologize. If you've followed me for years, then you've probably heard me rant about this many, many times in a row. If you're fairly new to following me, this is probably new for you. But pattern trading and breakout trading in general has a very poor hit rate. I have proven to you hundreds of times over the last few years of being on YouTube that it's got a very poor hit rate. Okay, a decent trader doesn't break out trade. A decent trader doesn't break out trade. I don't know any trader that does this as a job that consistently does well trading breakouts. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, once again, price broke out of the pattern. Now, the pattern trader is only looking at a bull flag. That's all they're looking at. They're not looking at anything else. So therefore, in their mind, as soon as it breaks this level, that's it. That's the cue to market long, or limit long, whatever. Stop loss below if they've got some brain cells. The recent swing low. There's your recent swing low. And then obviously the target in whatever moon boy target they come up with based on this pretty pattern. So let's just do it in terms of a fib extension. So there we go. So we got there to there to there. Let's look for that 1-to-1. There you go. So the target in 100k. So that's the trade idea. Okay. There you go. Nice 44% move. That's what they're looking for. The reality is, what happened? Well, it broke out. Came just shy of value area high. Bear in mind, value area high was pretty much bang on 70k. And then rejected. And then came back down. Stopped a load of people out. Yesterday's sell-off. There you go. Stopped a load of people out. And now we're back hovering around that point of control again. So, I don't know how many more ways I can show it to you guys. But hopefully, me banging on about it so much will prevent you making these silly mistakes. Okay, so for me, once again, really easy short trade. Really easy short trade. Been talking about this in the group for ages. So it did slightly front run the level that I were looking at, which was, if I bring on my naked point of controls, then you got a slightly frontless naked point of control. But either way, once it started selling off, up on weekly open, just an easy short trade, okay? And obviously it brought us down to where we are right now. So, once again, if you're going to trade patterns, don't ignore all other forms of TA that you can throw on your chart, okay? Don't just look at one thing. Always make sure you're looking at what are the other guys looking at? What are the fib traders looking at? What are the order block traders looking at? Okay, what are the Elliott Wave traders looking at? What are the volume traders looking at? Order flow. You know, what are these guys looking at? Always make informed decisions based on confluence, okay? It's why I use so many different tools, because I want to know where everybody's looking. I want to know where the good traders are looking, and I want to know what the fools are looking at. Okay, this to me is what the fools are looking at. Breakout trade. So therefore, can I counter trade these guys? Yes. Great. Cool, I will. Because it's easy money, and it's easy, quick money as well most of the time. Okay? Trading as in general, I bang on about this all the time. Trading's not easy. It's not easy, but once you've been doing it for a while, and you can tell where people are going to be offside. Where people are going to be offside in this instance, well, they've all been market long in within here, so as soon as it starts coming back down below their pretty pan, these guys are now offside, so now they're feeling pain, which means they start closing out of their longs. What does that mean? Well, they start to sell, and price comes down. Fuel up the few new shorts coming in of people that know how to trade, deviation, back down, and there you go, you got downwards pressure. Okay, right, I'm not going to harp on about that. Hopefully, throughout these years, I've saved some of you some pain and from getting wrecked. Now, what am I looking at next? Well, I'm going to bring back exactly that same thing again. Where's my old volume profile? Thank you. Right, okay. So, would I be market longing right now? No. Quite simply. Again, looking on high time frame, looking on low time frame. I'm logging into a point of control and this descending channel. It makes no sense. I'd much rather see price either A, successfully break that channel and in turn break some structure, then I might start looking for some new longs. Okay, bear in mind I did not long any of this move up here because where it turned around wasn't a region that I was interested in. Okay, so this starts looking a bit stronger if this happens. If this does happen, then your next question is what happens around that 70k mark? Do we come above that 70k mark? Again, breakout traders get all excited coming above this pivot and then it reverses. Great, cool. I will look for a short trade. Simple. Are these guys offside now? Yes. Cool. Great. I'll short. If these guys don't become offside and they manage to hold 70k, great. I'll look for higher prices. Most likely, that probably leads to contesting the overall highs. Okay. Just stick a line on that so we can see. There. And once again, if it does this and gets above, breakout traders come into the market, loads of FOMO, and then it starts falling back down below, yeah, great. I'll short it. I won't short it up here. That's daft. Why would you short against a strong trend? But if these breakout traders then become offside and it drops back down below, yeah, great, cool. I will short it. No problem. Does that mean it's going to absolutely nuke to zero? No. We'll have to wait and see in real time because none of us have a crystal ball. Okay? If they don't get back down below and they manage to hold it exactly the same as this, then great, cool. Look for higher prices. Simple. Let longs run further. Okay? Let your winners run. So simple as that. Now, likewise, if we don't come up here and we continue to roll down, well, we've got to find support regions. Okay? So first and foremost, I'm going to bring on some opens. Okay? We've got monthly open. Now, if you've been following me for the past 6 months at least, then you'll know that I've been banging on about monthly opens and monthly closes for a very long time. Okay? This reacted from a monthly close, which caused this whole move up. Okay? Talked about it on last week's video. This was a scalp that ended up turning into more of a swing. Okay? So likewise, if we come down here, then we've got this sticky zone here to contend with. For visual people, absolutely fine. We'll throw on a volume profile. Okay? Throw on a volume profile from this low to this high. This is a trending volume profile. And you can see here, all the volume right now is clustered up here. And funnily enough, look, this is where we're trading. Magic. It's great. Now, if this rolls down lower, then where's the next volume spike? Just underneath that monthly open. So if we do roll over and come down, then I'd be interested in seeing what happens here. Does that mean I'm going to set any limit longs down here? No, it doesn't. Why would you set limit longs there? You don't know what's going to happen. It might just go straight through. It could do. We don't know. But obviously, if we come into this zone, this area of interest, and then I start to see my setup criteria, and I get potentially a market structure break, then yeah, I'll long it. Great, cool, nice easy long trigger. If it doesn't give me this, then I'll wait patiently. Okay? So this is what I'm looking at locally. This down here would be a high confluence setup because there is a hell of a lot of confluence in this zone. Many different types of traders will be looking at this zone. Okay? But if that fails, then I'm going to be realistically looking for lower. And if that's the case, well, I'm going to hide that first and foremost. there we go. If it comes down lower, then what happens at value area low? It's not, for me, the biggest form of support, but it might get a reaction. We'll have to wait and see. But then what happens? Come down here. Do we simply grab some liquidity, little swing failure pattern, and then bounce? Great, cool, I've got a long trigger. If not, then look for lower. We'll just play this level to level. Okay, level to level. As it stands right now, from an Elliott Wave perspective, I normally save this for the members, but realistically, we have got this potentially either leading or ending diag. Okay, now a lot of pattern traders will call this a wedge, similar to obviously the channel that we're being in. But for me, this screams, as it stands right now, this screams a leading or potentially an ending diag. Okay, so if it's going to be a leading diag, the best case scenario for you bulls is that we get some sort of 3-wave pullback on the back of this, and then it goes up higher. And by higher, I mean new all-time highs, most likely. So this is what I'm looking at. But obviously, if it's an ending diag, then realistically, this could end up start to break down lower. So this is what I'm watching right now, but it all depends on how this happens. And if it happens, this could turn around and I could be completely wrong with that and it just goes up. Absolutely fine. This is the beauty of being a trader. I have plans for all directions. Okay. I can even get a plan wrong and still profit from it, because that's the job of being a trader. Managing your risk, locking in profits, and then waiting for the next high probability setup. Okay. So this is what I'm looking at right now. So we'll remove those. Right. Obviously, if we do start to break down and it doesn't come down in a 3-wave move and it comes a lot lower, then obviously you guys know I've been talking about this for a very long time, this yearly open region. 42 down to 38. Okay, this whole big region. Do we get a bullish reaction in here? If we get there, then great, cool, I'll look for longs. If we don't, then I'll let it go further. No problem. Okay, keeping it really simple. Obviously, if you guys want to learn how to trade like me and also get access to my daily trading plans, which are a hell of a lot more detailed than this is and in real time, then head over to the website. The link's down in the description. But if you're looking for signals, don't bother joining, because I don't give signals. Okay, I'll teach you how to trade like me and I'll tell you where I'm interested in trading, but it's down to you to make your own daily plans. Okay, good luck over this next week, gang. Catch you all later. See you, bye.